Andre, welcome to Korea.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming to this event, sponsoring it. Can you briefly introduce yourself and maybe talk about Tether?
Sure, of course. So my name is Andres Kim. I'm expansion manager at Tether, mostly focused in Latin America at the moment.
Can you maybe briefly introduce what Tether does? As you said, people don't really know about Tether compared to USDT.
Yeah, of course. So many people have heard about USDT, but not many people know about Tether. So Tether is the company that is behind the USDT. And of course, we have 5 divisions that not many people know. So many people have heard about USDT that is inside our financial division, but actually we are also developing initiative on the energy sector with Bitcoin mining, the centralization of the Bitcoin mining network. We are also doing education. We are doing AI, peer-to-peer technologies, and also business division that we call evolution, that is related to technologies that we think will help the humanity in the future. So it's pretty open range of solutions that we are working on.
Beside the stablecoin business.
Yeah, exactly.
Your last name is Kim. So are you Korean? You don't. What's happening here?
Yeah, what's happening? So I'm half Korean. I have Korean. My mother is Korean, and that's why Korea is like a second home for me.
Second home for
Yeah.
you. Wow. So looking at this event, thank you for coming to the event. Maybe do you have any message? One message you'd like to share with especially with the startup students participating in this competition?
Sure. So I think thinking a little bit of what I learned inside Tether. So many people, when I started at Tether, we were only 30 people, right? So for me, it was very impressive. And honestly, I didn't understand how it goes so global with so few people, right? So then I understand that, okay, so it's because we are focused on where is the necessity, basically. So if you want to sell or create whatever solution or initiative, you always have to think like, who will use this? And if this person needs this solution, right? As simple as that. Even if you are planning to do on a spoon, you need to be sure that someone needs that spoon. So many people are working in different initiatives related to AI, but I'm not sure if they are taking the time to think on their final use case or final user, right? Like, okay, so are we solving a real world problem? Are we helping someone with this product? Or it's just like an amazing technology that sounds very good, but maybe, it's not necessarily solving a real world problem at the moment. So I think that's the secret, basically, because USDT, is a very like a basic and simple idea, but it became global because we were solving a problem of access to financial solutions for emerging markets, basically. That's how it started. So I think for AI will be the same.
Yeah, your speech earlier today was very impressive. You talked about how you had no access to money for a while back at your home due to inflations and a lot of problems, but basically Tether was your only solution to those problems. So it seems it's very simple, but like hard too at the same time, I think.
Yeah, it's quite funny because but the thing is like it's not the same realities in different countries, and of course depending on the country and location, we can talk about different solutions that are suitable to the market. In my case, since I'm from Venezuela and also I'm in charge of Latam, so I know that the necessities are very different than the Korean market. The Korean market are doing pretty well, internally, which is good, it's not a bad thing.
Right.
But there are different necessities so in Korea, many people ask me, even my friends, why do you need that? Because for them, they don't need it.
Yes.
I say yes, because I don't live in Korea, that's why. So in other countries, it's hard to believe, but we don't have access to things that maybe you would think that is something basic, right? You'll say no, there's no way. Everyone has access to this, but the reality is not. And this amount of number of people is around 3 billion people or more. So it's pretty high, the amount of people that have problems to get access to things that to things that other people think is just normal thing.
Right.
So,
Even in Korea right now, with like globalization, like simply look at this event. We have a lot of foreigners coming. Blockchain is global. It's cross borders.
yes.
So even now, for us, even at Token Post, we pay in Tether. That's their preference, actually.
Yeah.
It's quick. It's 24 hours. Safe. Blockchain. So yeah, even in Korea, it seems it's coming into Korea very slowly but surely.
Yeah, I would say the same. And also, from my personal point of view, I think there is like a big opportunity here that nobody has explored yet. Because why? For example, right now, Korea is very famous in Latin America because of K-pop, because of K-dramas. Because of Korean beauty products. Everyone is going crazy. Actually, a fun fact is like when I study in Venezuela, so everyone was like, "Oh, so you are half Korean, so probably you are Chinese, whatever." They don't even know what is Korea. So these same people, my colleagues from high school, are calling me like, "Hey, you know what? I'm learning Korean." I'm like, "What?" Because everyone, they like the culture. They like K-pop, they like K-dramas, they want to try Korean food, everything. But the reality is that still a lot of frictions for them to be able to pay for those products.
Right.
So you have like a lot of millions of people that wants to buy your content, your product, but the reality is that they don't know how to use local solutions like Korean Won. They don't know how to use Neighbor. They don't know how to approach to the provider. So if you think in USDT as like a settlement tool, right?
Yeah.
It will be very helpful to bring up the volume on cross-border payments and also online shopping. I'm sure about that. It is like also I mentioned during my presentation about Uber, right? So many people think Uber as a taxi solution, but in reality it was just a payment solution.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. Because everything started because the co-founder was in Paris and he was trying to pay the taxi in dollars and he couldn't, right?
Wow.
So what is Uber doing different to a local company of taxis? Just receiving the payment in your currency.
Oh,
That's it. Nothing else. So it's just about to try to get down and turn out the friction there is, and then the business will come, basically. So that's the niche that I think is about to explode in Korea, and hopefully we can see it soon.
Yeah, you mentioned solving the real world problem, step at a time.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, thank you very much, Andrew,
Anytime,
for
Tony.
the interview. I hope you have a great time.
Thank you for having me. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.